Well, we're here, and we got a nice cigar presented to us by CAP, C-A-P. I appreciate that, brother. Look at that. You see that? Out of focus fruit, in focus fruit. Out of focus fruit, focusing on the fruit. Cantaloupe, melon, can't stress it enough. And tonight I actually got a little OJ with a little vodka in it. I'm on the deck, cooled down a little bit. Got a pretty full pack. It's quite an oily, thick-looking, rustic-looking wrapper. What's interesting about this wrapper, what is it? Pennsylvania Maduro. We got a Pennsylvania Maduro. I'm not sure if it's listed as a broadleaf, but it's a Pennsylvania Maduro. And it was Dominican fillers. What was the binder? Damn it. Oh, I'll look that up again. I literally just forgot. Pennsylvania Maduro. Oof, right in my choke. It's got a pretty heavy feel to it. This cigar came out, I think, 2019. It's the Caldwell. It says we own the night, but it's the blind man's pluff as opposed to the blind woman's muff. Legally blind's not the same. I did have an affair once with a legally blind woman, but she was able to see. She just, like, she couldn't be like on the bomb squad. She couldn't tell the difference between colors or whatever. Anyways, but really nice looking wrapper. Never had this before, and I've enjoyed some Caldwells in the past. Some Caldwells I didn't enjoy. So, this is the We Own the Night Blind Man's Bluff Maduro. Caldwell, definitely on the boutique side. We're going to rock out with this boutique Pennsylvania Maduro. What was the binder? Well, it's a medium full off the bat. It's full of flavor, length, and finish. It's got a long echo off the bat. Heavy in finish as well. I'd say it's at least 75% darkness. So it's on the stronger, darker side off the bat. Long finish. So it's checking on the boxes if you like a stronger cigar. I mean, definitely not ass-kicking, but definitely more of a full-strength cigar. Long, heavy finish, darker. And let's see, though. The draw was so open, though, on this that it almost felt hot. Holding the smoke is quite spicy, nutty, quite dark, like a very dark, rich chocolate. Definitely slightly earthy. It is a Sumatra, the binder Sumatra. I must admit that draw is a little worrisome. Let's try that again, because it is puffing, but it felt like it was so open that I could feel the heat coming through. Does that make any sense? Has you ever had that happen? I haven't really had that happen that many times in my life, but I guess when that happens, interesting. Now, I did just bite the cap here, and most of the cap is gone. But to defend this cigar, let me get rid of the sides. Well, I'll have to do it once I put this phone down. We'll see if that subsides. Minus that issue as far as heat coming through the cap side. I do like the cigar. We'll see how this thing progresses, but I would say if you're into having something almost on the 75 to 80% darkness, and it's definitely at least medium full off the bat. Long, heavy finish. I'm holding that smoke. It's quite rich. Dark, thick chocolate. Quite a good amount of black pepper and slightly red pepper. But it's got a lot of rich black pepper. It's quite spicy. It's quite a spicy cigar. Quite heavy as well. Not a good morning stick. Unless if you're on death row. But I mean, yeah, I mean, this is a strong cigar. It's a heavy cigar. Although it doesn't feel very raw, though. I mean, it's not the smoothest Maduro, but definitely, yeah, it's feeling like hot right here. Where my thumb is, extremely hot. So I don't know if that's tunneling on the interior That could be a construction issue. As far as the blend, though, so let's talk about the blend. I like the blend. I really do. This is a solid blend. As far as the construction, normally, like I'm right here, this is like burning hot. That's kind of strange. Maybe just hit like a hollow spot and just the what do you call it? Maybe the cherry transfer. I don't know. We'll see if that cools down. I will say this though. There's something that I did differently, lighting this up. Normally I toast the cigar. Why? By toasting with a match, you're, one or two matches, you're evenly priming it so everything's getting warmed up. Also, what you're doing is you're heating it up, but without drawing in heat. In a way, you're heating it up, but without really sucking in that, there you go, suck it, baby. Without sucking in that airflow and really get that cherry going. I will say this, I didn't toast it. I just started puffing on the first match. And then I had to go to a second match to complete it. So maybe, perhaps, by puffing on it right away, some of it just started going because it wasn't fully lit on the second match until I got to the second match. So maybe some of it's ahead of it. So maybe, could that really affect it that much? I don't know. See, that's how honest Richie is. I even observed, did I do anything did I do anything different that could have affected it? Like I said, so normally it's better to toast your cigar. Also, I'm doing just the cigar review here right now, so it's a little different. But it is better just to warm up the circumference with a match or two, or a torch lighter from a distance, and then puff in, as least many times as you have to. So by the time you start puffing, it's all leaving the runway at the same time. The heat is transferring. It's a little hot, almost like right here. I don't think that's an issue of Regis only not toasting it properly, though. Well, not toasting at all, just getting right to it, because the burn's going well. This might be an issue of a certain type of because the draw is extremely open. So maybe, listen, I'm not knocking the cigar at all. I like the blend. So would I try this again and recommend it? Yes. Maybe I just got one with the inconsistent construction, and look, cigars are a handmade product. Although it's not the norm, but things can happen. As far as the blend, I like the cigar. As far as the construction, and if you never had, let me know if you smoked this. If you never had that issue, then hey, maybe I just caught one that had some hollow spots in there, or just, I don't know, what the fuck. It's just like a backdraft. Mm. Quite nutty. It's almost like dark chocolate peanut butter because it's very nutty, but it's more of a dry type. Dry nuts? You like dry nuts? I'm explaining texture and not only flavor and how it feels. Most people don't understand how to review cigars. Richie's been doing it for about 6 years, paying attention to it. If you pay attention to the chocha, you know what to expect. It is what it is. I just can't stress it enough. There's a lot of haters out there, and listen to the haters. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying, though, right? Let their hate masturbate. No, well, let them masturbate. Right, they could jerk off by themselves. I like the cigar. Quite complex. It's about really 80% darkness. And it's feeling like a heavy medium to full. So what's nice about that is it's about 80% darkness, and it's around similar to 80% strength. So it has the balance, even though it's very strong. It's not ass-kicking, but it is a very strong cigar, and it's very full, and it's very long finish, and it's on the darker side. So what it's doing, though, it's how do you say, completing that circle, it's more normal when you have a darker cigar to be very strong than to have a darker cigar very weak. And it's also more normal to have a lighter cigar that's not very strong as opposed to a lighter cigar that's very strong. So in a way, it's doing formulaically what you kind of expect. So if you're into like AJ Fernandez type of cigars, you're gonna like this. Although it's not just pitch black, dark earth. I like the blend. Holy the smoke. That red pepper, black pepper, dry nuts, and uh, more of a bitter, semi-sweet chocolate. It's not super sweet. Um, wow, it's getting hot up here. I don't know why it's transferring that heat. I don't know why. It has to be tunneling. So I'm not going to knock the cigar that hard for that because this might be. It's a great blend. It really is. I'm enjoying this. I think simply maybe I just got one that was maybe either would that be from underpacking? Let me know what you think. If you have a fire sale on the interior, but the burn's going great, but interior wise, I think that's an issue with the filler. This will go great with scotch. It is what it is. I'll come back, but just keep that in mind. If you do get this one, let me know if you have an issue with construction. I don't even know if it's still being made. Was this a small batch and he had these for a couple of years, or is this being a regular release? Let me know. Okay, as far as the burn and the draw, everything's been fine. Let's get rid of that. And it did cool down. And I think just thinking initially in the first about 2 inches of the cigar, there was, because after I dropped the ash the first time in between, there was a little bit of a hole, like in the center. So I think it was just slightly tunneling and creating a more heat transfer. That's what it is. But it didn't happen once I got past like the middle of the cigar, and right here. I mean, it's cool to touch right here. So I'm glad that that corrected itself. This kind of reminds me of a blend. There was a Drew Estate blend that came out a long time ago. I don't think it's available anymore. It was called the Brothers of the Leaf. It was a Maduro. It was a BOTL. It was a Drew Estate. I think it was a Drew Estate, and I could be wrong on that. I'm almost positive it was a Drew Estate BOTL cigar. This blend kind of reminds me of that. I'm enjoying the cigar. If you like a darker, richer, heavy medium to full, about 80% strength, and it really is about 80% darkness, so it has a nice balanced vibe. It is a darker cigar, but it is a stronger cigar. But it is semi-sweet with that dark chocolate. Definitely has a little bit of coffee to it. Nice or dark earth, black pepper, and slightly bit of red pepper. So in a way, it's fitting all the notches of. It's not really a surprise when you're tasting here, but it's doing it well. So it's definitely not an exotic blend. But if you want something, I think just on the richer, stronger side, I think it was a solid time. However, there was a little bit of tunneling in the beginning, so I hope it doesn't happen in other people's cigars. All in all, the cigar burned well, though. It's going to get a 4.5. I think it's a solid Maduro cigar. It's a good time. It's an oily wrapper. And I like that it's a Pennsylvania wrapper. That's pretty cool. I have nothing bad to say as far as the tobacco choices. This was a good blend. Construction, though, there's a little bit of tunneling in the beginning that definitely made it hot. That subsided, though. So here's what it is. But 4.5, I think it's a respectable cigar. I think so you can definitely enjoy this. I appreciate Cap for sending this to me. This is not like a cigar I'd say run out and you have to get it, because there's a lot of cigars in this category, but because a lot of people like this category though. Like if you like the Umbagog, or if you like the Drew Estate Liga Number 9, or that's a higher tier cigar than this and better. But or if you like the Undercrown Maduro, that kind of vibe. If you like the 601 box press Maduro, if you like that kind of vibe. If you like the Le Bijou, my father. If you like the Promesa, I'm sorry. If you like the Opulencia, my father. If you like, 3/4 strength or slightly above that, with a lot of flavor and a lot of heaviness and a good amount of spice, but in control. It's not going to kick your ass, but it's definitely going to get the party started. If you like, stronger, richer cigars that are not full age yet, you're going to die. I think it was a solid stick. It's definitely enjoyable. Let me know if you smoked, if you had that issue with the heat transfer. I'm holding the smoke right there and I'm enjoying it. I got nothing bad to say as far as the tobacco and the blend. I hope you're doing well. Stay fresh, stay out of trouble, stay out of prison. No cigars in prison. And there's no sex that you want in prison. Even with yourself. That's going to be awkward. Because you got a bunkie. He's going to know. It is what it is. Just whatever it is you're thinking, don't do it and go spend $20 on a cigar. It's cheaper than a lawyer. Whatever stupid idea you're thinking right now, stop. Stop. Go buy yourself a milkshake and go have a nice cigar. You can always get back on track on a diet or exercise. But once you go to the can, it is what it is. In the can, there's no cigars, man. See you around. And Cap, thank you very much.